Well, I'm pleased to say we're going to get nerdy here on Rinkside. We're bringing in rocker skating's own Jackie Wong. He is the chief skate nerd at Rocker Skating. You also have heard him on the U.S. Figure Skating Practice Cam, also called Rinkside. Jackie, welcome.
It's like old times, Nick.
It is. We go way back. Hey, this rivalry between Yuma Kageyama and Ilia Malinen, Yuma pressed him at the Grand Prix Final, didn't he?
He did. I mean, that short program that Yuma did was phenomenal. And I think when you look at Yuma versus Ilia, it's been all season. It's been Ilia out in front and Yuma trying to figure out how to close the gap. And he certainly closed the gap in the short program. And, you score 108 in the short. Ilia, even with the quad axle, you're looking at maybe another couple points higher than that. So he's going to want to keep it close with that short program. And the free skate, he's made some mistakes, and Ilia obviously skated lights out and gave us a historic program. So we'll see what happens, but it got a lot more interesting at the Grand Prix Final.
Yeah, it really did. Ilia was third after the short program, which is mind-blowing. Walk us into Milan. If Yuma is able to skate his best, even if that's the case, it just feels like Ilia with 7 quads in a free skate. I mean, this is unprecedented stuff we're watching.
Yeah, for sure. I think Ilia with 7 quads is not really reachable. The technical score is just going to be way too high at that point. But the thing is, Yuma is not doing his full difficulty yet. He's had an injury. He's been dealing with consistency issues. He had a quad flip and a quad lutz at some point earlier in the season, late last season, last couple of seasons, that he can bring back. And I think he's also got a quad loop. I'm pretty sure I've seen him land a quad loop before. You don't know. Yeah, he's had a quad loop in the last Olympic cycle. So not his full difficulty. Obviously, is going to be a much more risky program if he is going to add more stuff in there. And right now, he's gotten to a point where he's gotten more comfortable with the content that he has right now. And so I think we'll see at Japan Nationals if he keeps with the content that he has, or if he kind of wants to slowly add back stuff in the next couple of months.
Okay, so that's the men's side, that rivalry building towards Milano Cortina.
So
let's talk about the women and Alysa Liu. She was a point gobbler. It's not just the jumps for Alysa. She's able to scoop up points all over the ice. We saw that in Nagoya.
I mean, what was so amazing about that program was we all watched her win Worlds last year with that same program. And I think we were all thinking, okay, she's peaked with that free skate at Boston in the biggest stage, that she's ever won. How can she replicate that? And there were so many of us who were thinking about she's got to change the free skate. And lo and behold, at the Grand Prix Final, she peaks a second time with this free skate, and it was amazing. And the short program was fantastic as usual. So a lot of quality stuff, and the fact that she was able to sort of re-energize herself with the choreography and commitment of this Donna Summer free skate, that was really the key for her, because it has not looked like that all season.
And Jackie, the drums from Alysa at the end. Hey, you obviously live tweet. I think a lot of people follow you there, but you were saying also on one of your mini podcasts that you want the skaters to bring this same level of skating to Milano Cortina. You were just so impressed, I think, by the quality of skating that we saw at the final.
It was so good. It was just across the board. There was so much really fantastic skating. And, we've talked about how inconsistent the men have been this season. And for the men to bring 6 programs out of 6 that did not have any falls or mostly not any major errors, it was mind blowing, and it was really fun. I mean, it takes me back to the days where we would go into a world championships and the last 6 would just be skating lights out all the time. And if we can get that again, even 90% of that in Milano, it's going to be amazing.
All right, Jackie Wong. He is chief skate nerd at rockerskating.com. And you can find him on our sister show at the U.S. Championships, Rinkside, also. Jackie, see you in St. Louis.
See you in St. Louis.